Growing up, I always loved going over to my grandparents' house. I'm not gonna lie, it was probably because of the food. The food was fantastic, and every couple of years we'd all get together and we'd just have a great time. But that was from my mom's side. From my dad's side, it's a completely different story. Growing up, my dad never knew his father. Johnny Rabbitt, Ron Elz, left my dad 51 years ago when he was only 3 weeks old. I've never known my granddad, and my dad's never even talked to his own father. That's what this film is about. We're gonna drive 1,200 miles from Atlanta, Georgia to St. Louis in hopes of finding Ron Elz and maybe even calling him family. We were wondering if you could give an interview on Ron Elz because we're gonna track him down and ask him some questions.
I mean, my memories of him, quite frankly, you know, he was one of the biggest DJs in the area, so he was kind of a big deal, you know. So I always kind of thought, wow, this guy's so cool, and I got all the records first and all that nonsense. You know, I mean, you know how 16-year-olds are.
Definitely. My sister, One Direction. Oh, it's terrible.
Well, you know, so, but he's actually, you'll be amazed at how active he still is.
So I didn't know anything about Johnny Rabbitt or Ron Elz. I vaguely knew him because he was on the radio, of course, but I didn't really know anything about him until later on when I started to talk to Zac and Bo and Emily, my family, and we started to talk about who our family was. And I found out he's done a lot in the world of radio. He was big in AM rock in St. Louis as the original Johnny Rabbitt, and I didn't even know. But he was the original programmer for KC95, which is the rock and roll station in St. Louis. It still is today, and it was when I was a kid. And he's the one who brought that format to FM rock in the late 60s. He was the first DJ to actually use a computer to program an entire DJ setup for an entire day. From all that work, he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. But I found that all with Zac, trying to get ready to shoot this documentary. And so it's going to be interesting heading up to St. Louis to actually have a chance to talk to my dad for the very first time after 51 years.
So we are now in Tennessee, and we're making way. It's been really trafficy, but we're doing good. We're coming right up on the Tennessee River. Anything to add, Dad?
Love you.
Love you.
We're sorry, the number you have reached is not in service. Please check the number or try your call again. This is a recording.
Well, we've got the wrong number, but it said his name.
We're sorry.
This will be the second time we are making the call. The first time didn't go too well, but I've got another number now from AT&T. And hopefully it's the right number. We'll give it a call and see what happens when we speak with Ron, Zac's grandpa. You ready?
Let's do it.
What if he cusses me out?
It's okay.
So how dare you call me at this number?
Dad, don't worry. Oh, I'm really nervous.
Please leave a message or call area code 314-795.
All right. See if he left a cell phone on there. It was definitely his voice, definitely a radio voice.
That was a robot voice.
No, that was him.
Don't think so.
He's a professional disc jockey.
Okay, alright, okay.
What?
He picked up the call.
I think our call got hung up on. You know, I was born in 1962.
Yeah?
How many times have I seen him?
Okay, hey, be quiet.
I think you're right, I guess. Is what I'm
Alright, 0
saying.
times.
Alright, so I'll call his mobile phone. because he's not home. And here you go. You know it's a cell phone, and you know it's ringing.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic.
But he's shutting it down. So, do you want to send him a text and just say, hey, please call when you have a moment? We'd like to see you this weekend.
Sure.
Without identifying who we are, or do we just want to wait till tomorrow to call?
Let's send a text and then call tomorrow.
All right. See if he calls us. So, go to Ron Elz, mobile message, text.
So we do have his address, though?
We do.
We will go knock on his door. I hope you know that.
Should we go, please call, or we'll knock on your door in the morning?
No, don't do that. But just, I hope you know, we will be knocking on his door. If anything, I'm gonna see the man.
Oh wait, I know what I should change it to.
No, don't do that. Don't, no.
That was humor, hi.
Oh, okay. All right, good.
Hi Ron, please call this evening when you have a moment. Send?
Send. So, we're in St. Louis now, and there's 12 inches of snow on the ground. And it's sort of a burden, but it's also really fun, because being from Georgia, don't get much snow. But anyway, we've got an interview from Aunt Judy in about, I'd say 30 minutes in. We're going to try to squeeze as many little details out of her about Ron Elz that we can.
I've been looking so long at these pictures of you that I almost believe that they're real. I've been living so long with my pictures of you that I almost believe that the pictures are all I can feel.
Ron was my brother-in-law for about maybe, I would think an 8-year period. I mean, he was the top DJ in the area. There wasn't anybody competing with him. And they had a baby, they had Nora. He worked probably a 20-hour day because at that time, they didn't have the computers. The DJs were doing all the stuff. He had all these voiceover jobs for auto dealers, all kinds of just crazy things. And I'm sure, like, he was on the air maybe from 6 to midnight.
Wow.
You know, so I just think it wasn't, you know, and the baby was at home and the wife, and I'm sure he loved coming home to that, but that gets, you know.
So did he like see me? Were they separated when I was born, or was it like after I was born?
It was after you were born. I think truly, I mean, this is just conjecture on my part. I think your mom being stuck home with a 3-year-old and a 6-week-old, totally by herself, just said, I can't do this, and came home.
Our next interview is with my grandma's second sister, Aunt Gail.
Oh, he was a wanderlust, more lust than wander. But
I think she left him, though. He didn't leave.
I think she left him for a reason. I think the reason she may have left him was because he was a player. Because she couldn't, and then, you know, she had these 2 kids, and she thought, what the hell am I going to do now? The Rabbitt's done hopped on, and I've got these 2 kids. So she did the only logical thing. She went home to Grandpa.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're trying again after many obstacles in our way, including broken phones and dads handing up on sons that they never met. But that's beside the point. We're in St. Louis. We're ready to make a call again to Johnny Rabbitt.
Hello.
Hey, might I speak with Ron?
Who is this?
Hey, Ron, this is Bob Elz. I'm Leanne's son from long ago.
Hi.
Hey, sorry to bug you. We're in town, and my son always wanted to meet you. I told him about you. I know you and I never met, but I wondered if you would have time to meet a 16-year-old kid who's your grandson, just to say hi. We certainly don't want anything, or we don't want to bother other members of the family. We just wanted to say hi to you.
When would that be?
Well, the snow kind of messed things up. We're in town, but he starts school on Tuesday, so we got to go back to Georgia tomorrow. So if you're in town, we could pretty much meet you anywhere, just for breakfast or lunch or anything that's convenient for you.
Now let me see if I can jot down a number to call you in the morning. This is not a very good time to do this, unfortunately. Got a whole bunch of stuff to do. Darn it, what number would I reach you?
It's the one I texted it to you Friday. It's 770 3841.
3841. Well, let me call that number in the morning.
Okay, and what are you thinking? You think you can make it happen? Don't worry, it won't be anything weird or anything. Just a kid who wants to meet you.
I just don't know. I'll just have to call you in the morning. I truly just don't know.
Okie dokie. Well, we'll look forward to a call. Call us either way so we know, okay?
Okay, great.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
Bye. So, that's commitment from your grandfather and my father, huh?
I don't know. He seemed very shocked.
Yeah, shocked as I would be shocked too after.
I mean, did you hear? He sounded like the blood drained from his face.
He's gonna call us before it's too late tonight. He's got one day.
Oh yeah, we called him. He was kind of surprised that somebody from a half century later called him. So we gave him our cell phone number and said we're here, but Zach has school tomorrow, or Tuesday. So, but he was caught off guard certainly. But who wouldn't be? If you have a kid, a half century ago, and it comes back to haunt you like a ghost a half century later with a call. But we tried to make it real non-confrontational, real nice. Just say we're in town and wanted to say hi. So anyway, that's an update from St. Louis. Hey, did we lose you?
No, I think it's sad.
Oh my gosh, don't cry. Why would you cry? It's not sad in any way.
It's very sad.
Honey, it is not sad in any way.
I don't know. It's a little sad.
How is it sad?
He's a grown man now. He probably is sad and has regrets, You're probably a regret.
I'm a regret. Hey, thank you.
And you know that's been you don't forget that you have a baby. But you think that's the saddest thing in the world, to go through your life without letting your kid know you love them.
All right, but we don't even know him. I mean, it's no big deal, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Caught off guard.
Yeah. After 51 years, it's like really there's no emotion involved here, I don't think.
Oh, that's a bunch of bullshit.
It is not.
So much emotion involved.
No call back yet. So let's send a text and an email asking him to give us a call back. Robert and Zac Elz. We've been.
All right, send it.
Send. So now we wait. All right, we got a text. Where do you want to meet your grandson this morning? I cannot do it because I have medical issues and I'm not available. Please send a mailing address. He asked for a mailing address since he won't meet with us. So why don't we send the address at 155 FU Street.
Stop, don't actually.
We won't say that. But we send the mailing address to his home email address, which I have. And maybe his wife picks it up and starts asking some questions and getting him involved.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Sure?
I don't know. I don't want to ruin his life.
It won't ruin his life. Big deal. So he's got a kid and grandkids. It'd be good for them to see us.
Well, let's just go to their house.
All right. Let's go. We're getting less snow plowed as we go.
Alright, yeah, we gotta be careful here. We're gonna get stuck right in front of his house.
6209. That's what you're looking for. It should be this one. 6209. I think that's it. 6205. This is it.
Right there?
6209.
This is the house of Johnny Rabbitt. Doesn't that look a lot like him? Alright, I'm going in. I'm going in, Dad.
Wait, you think that was him in the backyard?
I think it was, so I'm going in.
Let's go back.
And now he's gone. Alright, I'm going in. Just drop me off. Wait in front, okay?
Wait, I'll just pull in here.
No, don't pull in, just wait.
Well, I gotta.
Alright, pull in somewhere.
Why are you going? Why are you doing this?
Because I have to.
Why?
Do it for the documentary.
Alright, I can't do anything.
Alright, well, go for it. Pull back around and face that way so we can have a quick escape. So do you want to knock?
I don't know. I don't know.
If we don't, we'll never know what happens.
Maybe that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know? You
Yep.
could just have the image of your grandpa, my dad, of what you see in the newspapers, you know? You never really know him, and that's okay. He didn't really know us.
Well, we can't just let it end like that. How bad of an ending would that be for a documentary?
So you're gonna go knock on the door? I'm not doing it. I made all the calls, but...
Screw it,
Not
I'm
my
gone.
thing.
I'm doing it. I'm incredibly nervous. I'm more nervous than I've ever been. Or ever will be, probably.
We're just knocking on a guy's door and saying hi. Just heading out of town. We wanted to introduce ourselves.
My heart is beating so fast. He's gonna get so mad at us. He's gonna get so angry.
Why? It's not his fault. It's not our fault he left us.
That's a good point. That is a good. Well, actually, he didn't leave us, but
Well, we that's
still,
the story.
it's not our fault. It's not our fault. So
Right.
here we go. Should I knock or ring?
I think you should probably ring.
Okay. All right, so I'm about ready to go knock on the door. I don't know what I'm doing, but you know, I need closure. I want to know what happened, so all right. Whew, he does not want to see us.
That was pretty gutsy, Zach.
Dang it, I wish he would have answered.
He's in there, though.
Yeah, he's in there.
Did you hear him?
I heard something.
You can tell he's in there because look at the snow.
There's no tire tracks.
Clearly nobody's left the house today. As you can tell by the tire
Just
tracks.
the outlines of our hands. By tomorrow, we'll be lost amongst the leaves. In a wind that chills the skeletons of trees. And when the
At least now we know, like, we won't ask ourselves what if we had gone and knocked on the door, or what if.
That's a good point.
Because, I mean, if I didn't knock on the door, I would have been asking myself that for the rest of my life. Like, what if we had? Would we have become a family? But it wasn't gonna happen, so at least now we know. You know, it's sad though, 51 years later and he's still hiding from his problems.
will be nothing but dust, just the outlines of our hands. By tomorrow, we'll be lost amongst the leaves. In a wind that chills the skeletons of trees. And when the moon is shining
not a very good time to do this, unfortunately.
Just
Got a
find
whole
my
bunch of stuff to do.
then but don't bring tomorrow, 'cause I already know I'll lose you. Don't bring tomorrow, 'cause I already know I'll lose. By tomorrow, I'll be left in the darkness amongst your cold sheets, and your shoes will be gone, and your body was no longer beside me. So don't bring tomorrow, 'cause I already know I'll lose.
Get with the habit, yeah, get with the habit and take Johnny Rabbit on KXO.